Hey friends, Master Kahn here. Thanks for checking the channel out. So today this video is going to be on why I love reggae music and why I think you should love reggae music. So number one is that I fell in love with Bob Marley's music as a kid. I used to go on long road trips down to San Felipe with my mom and my siblings. She would always put on Bob Marley Legend in the car. You know, it was always a novel thing. She'd always say dumb stuff like, "We be jammin' man," and stuff like that. But the love for reggae, the seed of that, stuck with me. Now, there's a lot of amazing reggae out there that's not Bob Marley, but that was kind of the seed, and I feel like it's probably the seed for most people. His music was amazing and timeless, and there's just something about it. The number two reason why I love reggae is that it's backwards from rock music. So you know, it's like, that's rock. But reggae is halftime. It's, right? Or the one drop is, I remember giving a ride home to one of my sister's friends, and she said, "Why do you love reggae music so much?" And I told her, because it's opposite of rock music, and it's super laid back, and there's all these little things going on that, yeah, you might not understand if you don't listen to reggae music a lot, but that's actually what makes it super awesome, is the fact that it's opposite of rock music. So the third reason why I love reggae music is the feeling that it evokes is not only uplifting, but relaxing. The piano and the guitar are doing that chang, 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 which is very upbeat feeling. It's nice and it feels happy. Even if it's a minor chord progression, it still feels happy and nice. Whereas the drums, it's like the perfect juxtaposition. The drums are one and on the three, like but in between that you have the rhythm section that comes up, so it's and the feeling of that, it's just, there's nothing else like it. There's no other kind of music that I know of that evokes that feeling. And when I listen to reggae music, I feel good. It has a soothing kind of feel to it. It's hard to describe. Bob Marley said in one of his famous songs, "One good thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain." And what I think he was talking about was his music, but not only just his music, all of reggae music, because it evokes that special feeling. The other thing about reggae, about it being uplifting, is when I make reggae music, it's almost like therapy for me. I work as a project manager in construction, and it's super stressful. So when I come home and I can work on a rhythm, it just puts me at ease. If it's a major progression, then it's just happy. I feel happy. And also what I love about it is that it's repetitive, which is the reason why some people don't like reggae, but I find that because it's repetitive, it's just familiar and it just feels good. So the fourth reason that I love reggae is the beauty of its simplicity. What I'm talking about is you take all of these elements that are played very simplistic, but whose sum of parts turn into something beautifully complex. I'm talking about polyrhythms. So if you imagine a chunk of time split into different parts, one musician or instrument will pick that little chunk of time, and they might do it every bar, every 4 bars, and they'll play a little lick. And it's pretty simple. On the guitar, it might just be sliding into the next chord or playing a staccato lick, like an and one. Same with the piano, you know, the da-dang, da-dang. those kind of cool polyrhythms. The other type of polyrhythm is not just like the question and answer, what I was just talking about, it's also a counter melody. So say you have a bass line that's playing something, well, you'll have the stuck line, which is the palm muted guitar, or I call it the pluck guitar, maybe playing the same thing as the bass typically. But what they can also do is play another variation or a completely different bass line that you could be playing on the bass, but you just so happen to be playing it on the guitar. All of these polyrhythms, they add something really unique and interesting to the sound. Another word for polyrhythms that you might have heard are ear candies. It's just something to break the monotony, because reggae is pretty simplistic and pretty repetitive. So it's these little polyrhythms that the instruments play that add the depth to the sound. The fifth and probably most important reason why I love reggae is the swing. Like Tough Lion said in his awesome Art of Reggae guitar video, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Bob Marley's drummer Carlton Barrett is known to be the guy who made the one drop rhythm famous. And in his songs, it's got copious amounts of swing. Now, the swing is literally, in my opinion, what makes reggae what it is. Reggae music is known as the pulse of Jamaica. And the pulse comes from your heartbeat. If you listen to your heartbeat, it's like a swung rhythm. Doom doom, doom doom, doom doom, doom doom. It's not perfectly on time. The second one is late, which creates that laid back feeling and laid back vibe. If you have the chance, you should follow Carlton Barrett's nephew, Aston Barrett Jr. Aston Barrett, his father, was the bass player of the Wailers. And so he's the nephew of Carlton, because they were brothers. Which is also another reason why they were so good, because they were so tight, because they were brothers. But anyways, if you can, follow his nephew, Aston Barrett Jr., and he plays the drums. And I'm telling you, I've never heard another reggae drummer play the way like he does. Just the way he does the hi-hat, the way that he does the rolls, the way he tunes his snare, everything, it's so good. So go and take a listen to that. Reggae music has a different swing than other genres of music. Jazz has a different swing. It's like ding-da-ding, 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 right? But reggae's and one, and what is being swung in reggae? Well, it starts with the drums, right? But it's also the bubble organ does the swing, and the chicka, the second part of the of chicka, has the swing on it. So that's why I love reggae, is because of the swing. I mean, that's literally what creates that vibe. It's like doom doom, doom doom, doom doom, chicka, doom doom, chicka. It matches. It's why I love reggae so much. It resonates so deeply within me because it matches my heartbeat. So I hope this video has been insightful for you and given you a reason to love reggae. Why do you love reggae? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please give it a like and share. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thanks again for stopping by.